Hi, Janine here at Grow Strong with Tower Gardening in Louisville, Colorado. It's a really exciting time for me because what you see in front of you here are 2 jars of freshly made refrigerator-style kosher dill pickles. But not just any kosher dills. These are the first pickles that I've made in over 25 years because they're the first cucumbers I've grown in over 25 years. And they're also the first time I've ever grown cucumbers on a tower garden. And I'll tell you what, couldn't possibly have been easier. I had so much harvest, and I'm the only cucumber eater in my family. Paul doesn't care for them, so there was nothing to do but make pickles. So I was really excited. I put out feelers for some recipes, and most of them were fairly similar. I knew I wanted a refrigerator style, not a heat processed. And the recipe that I used was from ironically, another Paul who does like pickles named Paul P., and his recipe was found on food.com. I'll share out the link to that. The basic recipe is a brine made of about 2/3 water and about 1/3 5% acidity white vinegar. And then the seasonings that go in it, I'll tell you about soon. But I can't wait. I'm really excited because what I get to do once a day, and I'll be honest, I can't wait that long, so I do it more than once a day, is I get to shake these up because all those beautiful seasonings that you see in the bottom, and I'll tell you what they are soon, get to be distributed in with the pickles each day. So I will admit I do it more than once a day. It's just too hard for me not to. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to give them a shake, and it's ready to shake it up, baby. So here goes the first one. Everything, all that yummy goodness on the bottom, we want to get all that mixed in. And then I just kind of let that settle. So that's one down. And here we go, ready on this other one to shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. So I'm just kind of shaking it to give a full rotation of those seasonings, and I let them settle. So you don't want to do it too many times a day because you will start to shake some of the seeds in your cucumbers loose. But I don't think it'll hurt to do it more than once a day. So here's the rundown on what goes in the brine. It's a tablespoon each jar of kosher salt, and then I'll just name the seasonings. You can get the proportions from the recipe. Obviously, it has dill seed because they're dill pickles, and mustard seed, celery seed, red hot pepper flakes, fresh garlic. One variation I made from Paul's recipe was he called for 2 cloves per jar. I love garlic, so I went for 3 cloves per jar, it crushed. And then he calls for bay leaf also. You can see there's bay leaf right here. They tend to end up sometimes around the side of the jar, not always. And the only other change that I made to Paul's recipe that I found on food.com was that I did also add about a teaspoon of black peppercorns, you can see some here, into each jar. And I also added a really nice sprig, and they're kind of in the middle, so I don't know if I can show them to you, but a nice sprig of fresh dill weed, the actual green foliage from the dill seed. I was not, unfortunately, able to find fresh dill seed heads, so I used dried dill seed. I didn't grow dill, silly me. I didn't know if the cucumbers were going to survive because we planted them really late, like on June 19th, and I thought they were going into shock. I should have also planted dill, so next time around. These are my babies. I'm going to do it one more time just because I can. Shake it up, baby. They were done about 2 days ago. It takes about 7 according to Paul. And just so you know, I did add 1 extra cucumber to these on the 2nd day because I found another one in the garden and my jars weren't quite full. That was a fortuitous accident because when I opened the jar, I admit it, I tasted some of the brine right straight off the jar there. And oh my gosh, I think these might possibly be the best pickles I've ever had. It's going to be all bets off to see if I can wait the 6 days that I'm supposed to wait from now until these will be done. So stay tuned. I'll be shaking them up every day, and in the meantime, I will let you know when they're ready. Happy gardening, happy pickles if you're making them also, and if anybody wants a recipe, please see the notes in the comments section. Take care from Grow Strong, Louisville, Colorado.